Breaking free. Children weren't supposed to feel worthless, nor should they ever feel like a waste of space. After years of therapy, Jailey finally realized this truth. She wanted to communicate with Jessica as if she were still a child, but Jailey had grown tired of that. Jessica wasn't a parent to her, she wasn't even a decent babysitter. Jailey had learned how to raise herself and had come to the conclusion that Jessica had no place in her life. They were both exhausted from the tension, they never seemed to get along. The thought of another argument made her uneasy. It would be so easy to send a simple text. What would be the best way to deliver that message? Maybe just not to call or text at all? If Jessica needed to reach out, she could, but at her wish, Jailey believed that it would be easier to let their connection fade away. No more indirect conversations, shouting, or passive-aggressive exchanges, just silence. How liberating would that feel? No more need spent wondering if a mother who had never chatted would suddenly change, or questioning why she never did in the first place. Some things were better left unexamined. As Jailey left her therapy session, she felt lighter than ever. There was no need to keep Jessica informed about her life or her choices. She was responsible for Jessica's happiness, and the realization freed her in a way she had never expected. Returning home, the quiet of the apartment was welcoming. Toby, her cat, lounged on the sofa, and the dimness of the space felt soothing. She placed her keys in the bowl and stepped onto the patio to tend to her flourishing garden, a lemon tree, rose bushes, herbs, and a special snapdragon she dug up from Jessica's yard. After watering her plants and feeding Toby, Jailey relished the charm in the apartment. There was no pressure, no judgment, just the stillness she had been craving. It felt good to breathe and reflect on her decision so far. Her constant need to make her mother happy had finally taken a backseat, and her relationship with Hannah had been pivotal in helping her realize this. What would happen next, though? She pondered this as she remembered countless self-help videos she had watched. Personal issues had never been her strength. She could help others solve their problems but struggled to confront her own. "Hey, Jay, are you home?" Hannah's voice broke the silence. Jailey turned to see her girlfriend emerging from the bedroom, her hair a tousled mess and wearing one of Jailey's oversized hoodies. "How was therapy?" Hannah asked, settling on the couch beside Toby. "I think I'm going to stop talking to Mom," Jailey confessed, her heart racing at the thought. "But I'm unsure how to approach it without starting a fight." Hannah tilted her head, a determined spark in her eye. "Give me your phone," she said, extending her hand. Jailey hesitated before handing over her phone, intrigued yet nervous. "I'll call her," Hannah stated confidently. "I can start the conversation. If she gets upset, I'll handle it. You won't have to engage directly." With a few taps, Hannah dialed, "Mom." It rang several times before connecting. Jessica's irritated tone grated them. "What do you want? Don't you know I'm busy?" "Hi Miss Jessica, this is Hannah. I'm calling to see if you'd be upset if Jay decided to stop talking to you," Hannah declared, blunt as ever. "What? I can't believe you are asking me that. She's my child," Jessica exclaimed. "Actually," Hannah shot back, "your toxic attitude might be better left out of her life. She is far happier without the negativity." Jessica fell quiet for a moment. "What do you mean, my toxic attitude?" she demanded. Hannah didn't hold back. "You know, when you belittle her or mention things like abortion? Most people would consider that toxic. Well, if she doesn't want to talk to me again, fine by me. I don't want to hear from either of you," Jessica screamed before abruptly hanging up. Jailey's heart raced, a mix of relief and tension flooding her veins. She had expected anger but not such an immediate response. Hannah approached, wrapping her arms around Jaylee's shaking shoulders, providing support as Jaylee slowly began to calm down. Then, unexpectedly, she burst into laughter, pure, unfiltered joy. She was free, and she would never have to speak to her mother again. In that moment, Jaylee realized that her chase was not just an end, but the beginning of a new chapter, one where her voice mattered, her happiness was a priority, and she was finally in control of her own life. Jaylee settled into the laughter, feeling the weight of years of tension lift off her shoulders like a heavy cloud. Hannah held her tightly, and both of them shared this moment of pure joy. Jaylee looked into her girlfriend's warm brown eyes and felt a rush of gratitude. Hannah had always been her unwavering support, especially through the stormy seas of family dynamics. "Are you okay?" Hannah asked, still holding Jaylee close, her voice gentle and reassuring. "I think I am," Jaylee replied, her smile lingering. "I can't believe how easy that felt, breaking free." "Good. You deserve it to feel this way," Hannah said, brushing a strand of hair behind Jaylee's ear. "Let's make sure this transition is easier for you. We can plan some fun stuff to distract you from any potential fallout." A thought struck Jaylee then. "We should have a little celebration. Just you and me. We could have a picnic at the park, or maybe a movie marathon." Hannah grinned, her enthusiasm infectious. "That sounds perfect. How about we do both? We can pack a picnic and then come back here for movies and popcorn. It's your day, let's make it memorable." Jaylee felt the excitement bubbling up inside her. "Yes. I'll make those little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I love, and we can grab some snacks. This is going to be amazing." As they prepared for their impromptu celebration, Jaylee felt like a new person. Cutting ties with Jessica had lifted a veil that had long shrouded her sense of self. Without the weight of her mother's expectations, she felt lighter, freer. She was carving her own path now. Later that afternoon, they set out to the park carrying a bright red picnic blanket, a basket filled with snacks, and a thermos of lemonade. The sun was shining, bathing everything in a warm glow, and Jaylee couldn't help but smile as Hannah playfully tossed her blanket onto the grass. "First one to find a four-leaf clover gets a special snack," Hannah teased, nodding toward the grassy area around them. "Challenge accepted," Jaylee laughed, diving into the weeds alongside Hannah. They chomped through the grass, fingers brushing against each other occasionally, igniting little sparks of joy. After a few minutes of searching and somewhat grumbling about how rare four-leaf clovers were, they finally gave up and sat on the blanket. Jaylee opened the basket, revealing a colorful spread of sandwiches, fresh fruit, and a couple of chocolate bars. "This looks fantastic," Hannah exclaimed, reaching for a piece of fruit. "You've outdone yourself." They chatted and enjoyed their picnic, sharing stories and laughter that rang through the air. Occasionally, Jaylee would feel a twinge of anxiety about how Jessica would react when she realized that Jaylee wasn't going to engage anymore. But each time, she reminded herself of the clarity and freedom she felt in this moment. After their picnic, they decided to take a leisurely stroll around the park. The vibrant colors of the flowers and chirping of birds seemed to dance around Jaylee, filling her heart with happiness. "Do you think your mom will try to reach out?" Hannah asked cautiously, tilting her head as they walked. I don't know," Jaylee admitted. "And honestly, I'm okay with that. I don't want to replay the past anymore. I need to focus on what makes me happy, and sometimes that means letting go of things or people that bring me down." "I completely understand," Hannah sighed softly, taking Jayli's hand. You are allowed to prioritize your happiness. As the sun began to set, they found a bench overlooking a small pond. It was a serene place, a fitting backdrop for an afternoon filled with new beginnings. Jayli sat down, resting her head on Hannah's shoulder. What do you think comes next? Jayli pondered aloud, taking a deep breath and enjoying the moment of peace. You have so many choices now, Hannah replied, running her fingers through Jayli's hair. You could focus on your passions, explore new hobbies, and even further your career if that's something you are interested in. The world is your oyster. Jayli felt invigorated by Hannah's words. She had spent so long prioritizing Jessica's needs that she had nearly lost touch with her own dreams and aspirations. You were right. I want to start painting again. I used to find it so relaxing, and after everything, I think I need that creative outlet. Yes. Let's find a local art class or something where you can express yourself, Hannah encouraged, her excitement palpable. Feeling a rush of inspiration, Jayli realized that this was just the beginning of a new chapter. She had the tools, the support, and the desire to embrace the life she truly wanted. She sat in tranquil silence for a moment, watching the sun dip below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Together? Jayli asked, looking up at Hannah, who smiled back at her. Always, Hannah promised. As they headed back home that evening, a sense of determination filled Jayli's heart. She was ready to reclaim her life, and with Hannah by her side, she felt like anything was possible. The shadows of the past were fading, and in its place was a bright future waiting to be painted by her own hands. The following weeks unfolded like a beautiful tapestry of vibrant colors as Jayli dove into her newfound freedom. With her relationship with Jessica firmly put to rest, she found herself in a space ripe for personal growth and exploration. Each day felt like an opportunity to rediscover parts of herself that had long been overshadowed by doubt and fear. Jayli signed up for a painting class at a local community center, a decision that brought an exhilarating rush of anticipation. The first class was a workshop on colors and techniques, and as she picked up her brush for the first time in years, nostalgia swept over her. The smell of paint and canvas reinvigorated her creative spirit, and she felt like she was returning home. Hannah, ever supportive, accompanied Jayli to her first class, sitting at a nearby table with her own art supplies. She painted a mural that enveloped both their personalities, a riot of colors symbolizing joy, love, and freedom. When Jayli looked at Hannah's creation, she Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, both of them reflected in those bold strokes, an embodiment of their journey together. Together, they celebrated each other's artistic growth, often bringing their completed pieces home to hang around their apartment. It transformed their shared space into a cozy gallery filled with personal touches and memories. But art wasn't the only area of her life experiencing a renaissance. Jayli took up running, something she had always wanted to do but had dismissed in the past. Alongside Hannah, she began to tackle local lima karuns, transforming her body and exercising her mind in ways she never imagined possible. The fresh air and endorphins surged through her, sending a wave of positivity that repelled the lingering shadows of her past. One evening, as they prepared to wind down with a movie, Jayli felt a familiar pang of anxious anticipation. She had received an unexpected message from Jessica, a string of inquiries and emotional pleas for forgiveness. Although the thought of talking to her mother stirred up the old tension and confusion, Jayli was resolute in her quest to maintain her peace. I don't think I want to respond, she said, a slight worry in her voice. Do you think you might feel better if you addressed it? Hannah asked, her tone gentle. I don't know. I feel so much stronger now that I don't have that weight on me. I don't want her negativity to invade my space again, Jayli said, looking out at the city skyline from her window. "Maybe you could try writing her a letter. You don't have to send it, but it could help you process how you feel," Hannah suggested. That night, Jailey sat down at her desk with her sketchpad and a pen. She poured her heart onto the page, outlining her feelings, the hurt, and how liberating it felt to step away from the toxicity. She wrote about the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing her own happiness. Writing was cathartic, and after filling several pages, she felt a newfound clarity. By the time she finished, she didn't feel burdened by a need to send the letter. Instead, she took it away as a reminder of her evolution. She was reclaiming her narrative, piecing together the fragments of her identity that had long been forgotten. The weeks turned into months, and every experience, whether in art, running, or simply enjoying an evening under the stars with Hannah, seemed to amplify her sense of belonging and self-worth. Jailey looked forward to every day, eager to embrace new adventures and challenges. As the warm summer sun began to set one evening, Jailey and Hannah found themselves atop their favorite hill with a picnic blanket sprawled out beneath them. The city lights twinkled below, and the tranquility of the moment washed over them. "I can't believe how far you've come," Hannah sighed, her eyes sparkling in the fading light. "You've truly blossomed." "Thank you for being there every step of the way," Jailey replied, her heart swelling with affection. "I wouldn't have found this strength without you." Hannah smiled, her fingers intertwining with Jailey's. "And there's so much more to discover." As the sun dipped below the horizon, and the first stars appeared in the sky, Jailey closed her eyes and breathed in the magical moment. For the first time in a long while, she felt completely free from the burdens of the past and the weight of others' expectations. "I'm excited for what the future holds," Jailey said, a smile breaking on her face. "Me too," Hannah echoed softly, sounding just as hopeful. "Whatever it is, we do face it together." As they sat united in their dreams and aspirations, Jailey knew she was exactly where she was meant to be. She wasn't just surviving, she was living. The rest of her life stretched out before her like a blank canvas, waiting to be filled with stories, colors, and memories waiting to unfold. With the brush of her own hand, she would create a masterpiece. And for the first time, Jailey felt like she was the artist of her own life, ready to paint the adventure of wealth and wonderful possibilities ahead.